The man put a black plastic bag over the toilet. Then, in front of everyone, he let nature take its course. Next, he scooped a handful of dirt and mixed it thoroughly. Finally, he packed it up and threw it into a deep pit. In such harsh living conditions to prevent anyone from coveting his feces, and thus causing the spread of disease, everyone had to strictly manage their hygiene. In the year 2026, an unprecedented mega-earthquake swept across the globe. Countless cities turned into rubble. Only one building, called the Royal Palace Apartments, stood firm. Nearby survivors flocked to take refuge, waiting for government aid. However, after several days, no rescue teams had arrived. It was then that people realized this might not be just a simple earthquake. Soon supplies began to run out, and even money couldn't buy anything. Barter was the only option. Candles, batteries, and such became highly sought after. A valuable watch could barely be traded for a can of canned peaches. Nick wanted to share it with his wife alone, but when he saw the pleading eyes of a refugee child in their house, Annie shared the can with the little boy. However, in the face of disaster, human selfishness slowly began to show. Many incoming refugees started stealing things from the locals. They even resorted to home burglaries. Annie was a nurse. She treated the injured without asking for their identity. At that moment, there was a sudden explosion in the room. Everyone quickly moved back to avoid danger. A man rushed forward with a fire extinguisher without hesitation. Seeing the flames still out of control, he went out again to find the fire hydrant. He signaled everyone to pull the hose forward. The nozzle was soon handed to Nick at the front. He reluctantly walked toward the fire. Because the temperature that day was minus 20 degrees Celsius, the water hose had frozen. After the man's persistent efforts, the water flow returned to normal. The two of them worked together to put out the fire. Afterward, an investigation by the security revealed that the fire was caused by refugees illegally entering and improperly using heating equipment. So the community leader gathered all the locals for an emergency meeting. They voted on whether the refugees should stay or leave. At first, there was some argument over it. They felt that in the face of disaster, humans should help each other, until the leader's words woke everyone up.
솔직히 지금 여기 들어와 있는 외부인들 태반이 트윈페이스 인간들이잖아요.
네.
거기가 평소에 우리 얼마나 무시했어요? 자기들 단지에 아주 발등 묶치게 하고 학벌 섞인다고 지랄들을 하고 아주.
In the survival of the apocalypse, those who initially voted against it gradually compromised.